What's up, bro? You chilling or what? Good to see you, man. It's been a while. How long?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks? That's too long. You need to come every week. I'm gonna put this on you. You always wanna put a neck strip, always. I'm gonna go ahead and get set up and we'll go into our tutorial on how to do a mid-drop fade with the beard, textured top, clean up his eyebrows. It's one of my favorite haircuts to do, one of my favorite clients to cut. Let's get it. All right, guys, so with the mid-drop fade, and I wanna create our first guideline. And I believe the first guideline is crucial because this is the foundation of where we are starting. And like anything that we build or we create, we start with the foundation, the framework. And that's what the outline is. It tells us where we are beginning. So with the mid-drop fade, I wanted to end right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my guide here. This is the bottom point where I wanted to end. Now I wanna create a symmetrical guide all the way around. So I'm gonna start from here and I'm gonna work my way to behind the ear on both sides. Going to our right. And going to our left. Aiming for right behind the ear. So we should have something that looks like this. All right. This is a drop fade and it's gonna start from the temple and it's gonna go above the ear and it's gonna drop and end right here below the occipital bone. We have our lowest point in the back and I wanna create the guideline starting from the temple and meet it in the back. But first, let's do it like this. Our fade is gonna drop into the low point. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure this back leads into the side. Go ahead and remove all this excess hair. So we're gonna repeat on the left side what we just did on the right side. We're gonna start from here and we're gonna create a guide going around the ear. Again, guys, this is a drop fade. We have our guide here and we need to match it to the guide in the back. Now, I believe this is a great way to set a symmetrical guideline. And we can see we started here on the right side, goes around, drops here below the occipital bone, and it goes all the way over to the left temple. And again, the outline is crucial because this is the foundation of the haircut. This is where we are starting. Our guideline is off balance, then we're gonna have a crooked haircut. So from the very beginning, we have symmetry. Now we can go ahead and proceed with the haircut. All right, guys, the next step in the mid-drop fade is our open lever with our clipper. Starting from the temple, we're gonna work our way around the ear and into the nape. Gonna work our way back, that way everything is even. I'm gonna go ahead and close a couple of notches. This will bring it to the middle, 1, 2. Our goal is to take out this bottom line. So we're starting from 0 and we're going to our open lever halfway with our clipper. Starting at the temple, I'm just flicking at this line and pushing through it. You should be able to hear it with your clipper. And visually, you should see it getting lighter. It's not perfect, but it's lighter than what it was before. I'm gonna go ahead and close the lever all the way. And again, we're trying to blend out this bottom line. There is no one way to cut hair. I wanna say that off the rip. There is no one way to cut hair. There are many ways to cut hair. This is just a system that I have found to be very efficient, and it works for me. All right, guys, so now we got our one guard right here. Now I'm gonna start with the lever open. Again, we're gonna start with the temple. We're gonna work our way back to below the occipital bone. Working our way back. I'm gonna brush the hair down. One thing I learned with this brush, small strokes. Before I used to be like this, all crazy with it. But think of your client's experience. I'm pretty sure this is way more satisfying than me just hitting his ear. Sorry, Daniel. All right, so we have our next guide, our one guard still. I'm gonna go ahead and close this lever all the way. Our goal is to get this line right here. I'm gonna start with this corner of the clipper, beginning here by the temple, and I'm gonna work my way around the ear to the nape. I hear it cutting, so I know we're working. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just work my way to the back, using the corner of the clipper. Now with the other side of the clipper, I pivot, and I work my way back, pushing through that line. And the blend is almost seamless already. All right, we have our half guard here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start halfway. Now is to attack this line right here. Starting at the temple, again with the corner of the clipper. I hear it cutting. I know we're working. Now I can start pushing my way to the back. Again, I'm using my corner of my clipper. You might not be able to hear it, but I can hear it. All right, we reach the back. I pivot back. Now I'm gonna use this side of the clipper, and I'm starting from the back, and I'm gonna work my way to the front. So starting back here, I hear it working. I hear it cutting. I don't need big strokes. Less is more right now. Now, that was halfway with the half guard. I'm gonna go ahead and close the lever all the way now. Starting with the temple, we're gonna go around the ear and to the back. Very similar to our previous steps. I'm listening to see if I hear any cutting, which I do. Now I can start pushing my way to the back. Again, I'm using the corner of my clipper. Working my way back. I try to do 1 to 2 passes. I try not to do too many passes going back and forth. The less passes we have going back and forth, the less passes we have, the more time we save. So this is a great way to get a quality haircut with some speed. We can just go ahead with our 1.5 guard. So here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and start with it halfway. Starting in the temple again with the corner of the clipper, and we're gonna work our way around the ear. I hear it cutting. Now we can proceed, and we're pushing through this line, this dark line that we see, right? Our goal is to make it faint. And guys, that's basically what a fade is. A fade is just going light to dark, from short to long. That's what a fade is. With our one guard, we're gonna start from the temple again and work our way around the ear and into the nape. So hold your client's ear down. We're starting here. I hear it cutting. I know we're good to go. Pushing through. Here we go. Things are looking really good. I'm gonna do some lever play and just eyeball wherever I see I need to do some detail work. If you can, invest in a good clipper comb like this. This is about the width of a number 2 guard. And this comb is great for clipper over comb, and I'm gonna show you why. pushing it against the head, the flat of the head. I can comb through the hair and tilt out and see what I need to blend. I think having a white comb is so good for that, because you can see the hairs that need to be blended, right? And these hairs that are falling out of the comb, those are all safe. Right now that I know that that is safe, I can go ahead and go from point A to point B. All right, so we have a pretty good fade here. I'm gonna go ahead and get our shaver and bald him out in the temple and in the nape. And when you're applying pressure to your client's temple, apply it to yourself, and it should be about, if you're putting pressure, it should be like a 3, not a 10 where you can see the indention. It should be about a 2, a 3, very light, okay? And that's what we're doing right here. I'm letting the shaver do the work. Right now it's bald. Again, hold your client's ear down. Real light. Now we're gonna work our way behind the ear. Don't want to create any harsh guides. Hold the ear down, and we're working our way back. Going a little bit higher. Again, I'm just tapping. Just tapping, super light. Super light. The next step in a haircut like this will be the C-cup. Now, I left this kind of messy. I left this kind of hairy. I left this untouched for this point. To me, this is very satisfying to do. I'm gonna start here and work my way around. I think that looks really good. It's kind of dark right here, so I'm gonna get my clipper, kind of just blend this out right there. Using the corner of my clipper, closing the lever. Very important to use the corners. All right, guys, we just demonstrated how to do a mid-drop fade with C-cups, with steps that I find convenient and steps that work with me. Again, there's no one way to cut hair. There's many ways, but that's a method that I use. So if you like that, go ahead and repeat those same steps on the left side. Fade out his beard, clean up his eyebrows, and show you the finished product. So stay tuned.